Hello, Australia, and welcome to a Perfect 10 edition of Facebook Live. Now, before we get started, I kind of want to go over two simple things, okay? One, you can probably tell there's not a lot of production value going on in and around the scenes, okay? That's because I'm by myself. I'm doing this on my own, which is huge, huge. But I am going to have to read the questions and answer them as best as I possibly can. I'll do my very, very best to get to most of them, but you'll have to bear with me while I'm doing two things at once. The second thing, yes, I am wearing a Perfect 10 t-shirt. Now, you're probably asking, why is the guy wearing his own shirt in his house? One, it's laundry day, okay? I'm a little behind, people, so you have to bear with me, okay? The second reason I'm wearing this shirt right now is because when the Perfect 10 lands in Australia on December 5th, when NXT takes over Australia, I want to see a whole bunch of these in the crowd and hands in the air. I can't tell you how ecstatic I am to be coming to Australia. It's going to be my first time, and I've been looking forward to this all year. All right, I'm going to get to some questions here, so my eyes are going to drop down here. We're going to see what's going on here. All right, greetings from Germany. Hi, Germany. Hi, we got anybody from Australia on here? All right. Why the number 10? Because it's perfect, baby. Perfect. What can Australians expect from NXT? What's the atmosphere going to be like? I can tell you this, the NXT superstars are some of the best in the entire world. Okay, they've been doing this for years. They've been performing in front of live audiences all over the countries. We've been all over. Now, the atmosphere is going to depend on you. There's a reason we're coming to Australia, and that's because we have been taking over everywhere that we have went. And Australia is a place that NXT has always wanted to go. We've been afforded the opportunity, and once we jumped on it. So we are bringing NXT's finest to Australia. Leading the way is your Perfect 10. Raw or SmackDown Live? NXT. How do I think Jason Jordan's doing right now? The guy's on SmackDown Live, American Alphas, him and Chad Gable, tearing it up. I think if you're watching SmackDown Live, they're standing out every single week. Very, very proud, very, very happy for Jason Jordan. Who do I want to fight next? To be brutally honest with you, I haven't been able to think of anything other than Bobby Roode. I haven't looked past TakeOver Toronto, which is just over a week away. That's where all my focus has been. That's where all the hours of training have been geared towards. I haven't looked too far past Bobby Roode, but I'm pretty sure that if I'm able to defeat Bobby Roode at TakeOver Toronto, then the higher-ups, the powers that be, including Mr. William Regal, can't deny the fact that a Perfect 10 could be in line for a title shot sometime soon. Is there anybody from Australia on here? I get a lot of love from everywhere. Hello to everyone. I love you. I love you. But who's excited for NXT to come to Australia? Come on. People in Perth, Melbourne, Sydney. Come on. Are you watching? If you ain't got eyes on a Perfect 10, we're going to have words when I get there. I land on the 5th, December 5th. Okay, and I'm beelining right off the plane, and I'm coming to see you. We got words. All right, who's here? Come on. I can't handle Bobby Roode. Ooh, November 19th, the TakeOver. We'll see. All right, a couple Aussies. There we go. How do I see myself making a transition from NXT after TakeOver to the main roster? Again, it's the same thing. It's really tough to look past NXT TakeOver. I'm a guy who's very goal-oriented, and right now my goal is a victory at TakeOver. Now, anything can happen. I'm not guaranteeing victory, but you better believe Bobby Roode's going to have his hands full. Once TakeOver is done, once I'm finished dealing with Bobby Roode, and believe me, I will, I'll move on to the next goal, so on and so forth. Good job. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Did anybody catch NXT tonight? Was anybody watching? I just finished watching. What are your thoughts? Come on now. I saw some of the ads that we are coming to Australia. Tell me you saw it, people. Okay, who are you excited to see most? Choose your answers wisely. Would I consider Bobby Roode my toughest opponent to date? Absolutely. That's a great question. This is going to be my biggest match to date. Let's be honest. Let's not. Bobby Roode's an incredible talent. Everywhere the guy's gone, he's made it to the top. But I've been doing this a very long time, and I've been waiting. I've been waiting a very long time for an opportunity like this. So if Bobby Roode or anybody thinks that I'm not going to use this opportunity to make a statement in far more ways than one, then they're sorely mistaken. So yes, this will be the biggest match of my career to date. Newcastle. Oh, we coming. We'll show some love. There we go. Newcastle, what's up? We'll be there. Come on, somebody had to watch NXT tonight. All right, I see a couple things from Goldberg here. Okay, yeah, Survivor Series, he's back. That's cool. That's great. You're excited to see Bobby Roode. I'm excited to give him the beating he's going to receive. Enjoy watching that, Chief. How do I think the crowd in Toronto is going to react to me and Bobby Roode? I think about this a lot, only because I don't think I can actually anticipate how that atmosphere is going to be. I don't think I'm going to be able to put it into words properly. The guys from the area, the guys an hour away. I'm 45 minutes away. The Toronto fans, the Canadian fans, are very, very loyal, dedicated fans to their athletes. And to say that atmosphere is going to be anything short of unbelievable would probably be an understatement. Tonight's episode of NXT was great, but it was lacking. No, I was on there, man. I was there. I got some stern words for Bobby Roode. I was on that show. My thoughts on Samoa Joe. He's one of the toughest men in the game today. But so is Shinsuke Nakamura. Guy's a champion for a reason. By the way, Australia, do you know that Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe will be meeting in a steel cage match when NXT comes down under? Did you know that? So let me ask you guys a question. Before NXT comes down under, before we take over all of Australia, we see each and every one of you, and we have a damn good time, who are you most excited to see the most? Who are you most excited to see coming down to Australia? You know, we got a few of you Aussies on our roster. I think they'll be making the trip. What do I think about the women's division? It's exactly what it should be. It's incredible. The women up on Raw and SmackDown Live are tearing it up, and the women down here in NXT are tearing it up as well. Asuka has been a unrelenting champion as of late, and I don't think there's many that could stand up to what she's capable of bringing to the table. Mickie James at TakeOver Toronto is going to take her best shot, but as big a fan as I am of Mickie James, I don't even know if she is capable of taking out Asuka when she's at the top of her game right now. But our women's division is top-notch and the best around. Still reading, laundry still going. I do my own laundry like a real man. Buddy Murphy, Buddy Murphy's he's going to be there. He's an Aussie. He's on his way down. He's excited to be home. He keeps telling me about it day in and day out. It's driving me crazy. He has a very thick accent still, even though we spend a lot of time here in the U.S. So don't worry, that's coming back with him. Am I looking forward to coming to Australia? Absolutely, of course. This will be my first time to Australia ever. I've never competed in Australia before, and I've always wanted to go to, and no disrespect to anywhere else, we're going to be everywhere else, but I've always wanted to go to Sydney because I've only seen pictures or I've only read about it in books or seen clips in movies. So to go there personally is a check mark off the bucket list. So I'm very excited to come to Australia and with the greatest sports entertainment company in the world, nonetheless. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, couple of female Aussies, they'll be there. Am I going to kick Rude's head off? I'm going to stomp it through the mat. That will be glorious. Once I'm in Australia, will I want to leave? Probably not. Probably not. I hear incredible things about Down Under and about the beaches. I'm just hoping to squeeze in some time in between the shows and working out and meeting some of you incredible people down there to find time to sneak away, taking some of the sights. So if you got any suggestions on where to go and where we can find some really, really cool, interesting places, I'm all ears. Clearly, I got big ears a little bit, but let me know. Hi, Chantel. Laundry's still going. And while I'm reading some questions here, there's a lot of comments, and I appreciate all the comments. These comments are great. But while we're kind of sitting here waiting, and I'm reading it, and I get hit in the head a lot, so you got to bear with me when I'm kind of trying to do two things at once. You can buy the shirt. Remember, the more people in the audience wearing a Perfect 10 t-shirt, the more I'm going to love you. Have I ever wrestled in Liverpool? Oh, I love the UK. I love the UK. Me and the UK have a very, very good relationship. They'll tell you about a Perfect 10. Just ask them. But how will Australia treat me? That's a question I have. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm very anxious and excited to find out for myself. Who did I grow up watching as a kid wrestling? Oh, I was a huge fan of guys like Ravishing Rick Rude, Rick the Model Martel, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect. The list goes on and on. I was a huge fan of the industry. No one's answering my questions here. Is anybody? Tell me who's excited for NXT to come down under. We're coming to Australia, whether you like it or not. We're coming there. We're going to take over the whole place. Who are you excited to see most? And if it ain't me, then I got to whoop a man. Okay, so I got to be number one on the list. Number one or number 10? You get the idea. Choose your words wisely. Who we got here? Let me see. Workout regime. It's very tough, but worth it. Come on. You guys are awesome. These are coming in good. Internet. There, and we're back. And we're back. Okay, so look, guys, real quick while I'm kind of going through and while you guys are kind of feeding me your answers here, look, I have my list right in front of me here. No, not the list of Jericho. I have a real list of where we're going to be. NXT is coming on December 5th. We're going to be in Perth. We're going to be in Canberra on the 7th. We're going to be in Melbourne on the 8th. On the 10th, we're going to be in Newcastle. The 11th, on the Gold Coast. 13th, I can't wait. We're coming to Sydney. And 17th, for those of you way out there, we are coming back to the U.S. and we're going to be rocking Las Vegas. So that's kind of our lineup for December. That's where you're going to find all your favorite NXT superstars. And that's where you're going to find, most importantly, a Perfect 10. You're most excited to see Bobby Roode. Is this in Australia or is this at TakeOver Toronto on November 19th? Because if it's in Australia, he might not make it there. Sorry. Can't wait for me and NXT to come back to Philly. I love Philly. I love Philadelphia. For those of you Philly fans that are watching, ooh, we'll be back. NXT will be back soon, and I can't wait. Yes, take over Toronto. Saturday, November 19th. It's going to be huge. The Air Canada Center. It's going to be sold out. The atmosphere is going to be incredible. And NXT is going to do what NXT does best, and that's tear the house down. We are the hottest wrestling brand in the game today. And I can say that with the utmost confidence. And if anybody gives me any trouble, or anybody says any different, all you got to do is prove us wrong. Good luck. I've been winking a lot. A lot of, I don't know where that's coming from. Just a couple more minutes here, guys. So if you got questions, you got anything coming up about NXT TakeOver in Toronto, you got anything coming up, any questions about the Australian tour that's coming up, throw them at me. Bring them on now. Come on, bring them in heavy. Who's my favorite cousin? You know. Have you ever been to Belfast and Dublin? Whew. Oh, yeah. NXT's rocked that place, too. There's lots of comments, guys. Look, once again, I appreciate the love and I appreciate all the support that we've had from since day one. NXT has grown astronomically, leaps and bounds in a very, very short amount of time. That's because of all of you. So I appreciate all of this, these great comments and all the support that, not that you just have for myself, but for everybody else that works endlessly and tirelessly to put on the best product that we possibly can. So thank you. It means a lot to me. MSG next week. NXT is going to be in New York. You might see a perfect 10. You might see a perfect 10. I almost winked. I didn't. But it was weird. I felt the twitch. Los Angeles was a good time. Yes, a blast. That was performing at the Palladium was incredible. Incredible. I'll never forget it. Thank you, LA. Excited for Melbourne. This is what I'm talking about. Here we are, Aussies. You bought your tickets early. This is great. Look, the closer that this tour gets, and it's coming up quick, people, it's under a month away, these tickets are going to go fast. They're going to sell out. So if you're watching this right now or you're getting wind of this right now, get your tickets for this NXT tour in Australia. You're not going to want to miss this. I don't know when we'll be back. No doubt that we will. But in case it's not for a while, get your tickets now. Get them while they're hot because whew, we coming. What advice would I give to rookie wrestlers? Keep working hard. All right, guys. Again, great comments. I'm sorry if I'm, like I said, I get in the head a lot, so I'm just reading all these great things. A lot of Bobby Roode fans, a lot of Perfect 10 fans, and you're going to see the same thing at Takeover Toronto, November 19th. You can, if you're going to be there live, it's going to be something special. The atmosphere is going to be incredible, and we're going to blow the roof off that place. If you're not going to be able to be there live, you can check it out on the WWE Network. You're not going to want to miss this show. NXT has a reputation of delivering over and over again, and we set the bar each and every time, and we take pride in doing so. So if you're going to be there live, you're in for a treat. If you're able to check out the WWE Network, November 19th, don't miss this show. I appreciate that. Thank you for all your great comments, guys. I'm going to wrap this up right now. Again, hopefully I'll have some time to do this again before I come down to Australia. I'm looking forward to this tour. It's off the bucket list. I'm beyond excited, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am to have us there. We're going to get along just fine. So get ready for some great shows. Get ready for all your NXT superstars, and get ready for just an unbelievable time. Thank you, guys. Take care.